I am just waiting. Let us see what happens. This is a second attempt, and nothing has come yet. Same situation as it was before. Perceptions to ourselves. I think, as far as quality is concerned, I can say it must relate to character of something, character of an individual, character of someone, or you can say character of material, character which is very much required, or you may say it is input to whatever material, whatever substance we manufacture. But in that definition, within purview of that definition, it works. That's what we have to accept. So quality is meant that. Quality is not skies. Of course, skies are limited, but quality is not sky. It is, you can see, your own defined scope. My quality should be this much, and I am ready to accept this. Engineers understand quality. Every engineer understands quality. Every qualified person, educated person, or even that person who has no angle or who has no access to education system or professional system understands meaning of quality. Individual quality, group quality, manufacturer quality, material quality, input quality, quality of university and quality of education, quality of performance. There applies quality everywhere, and that quality is important. Why I have always adopted or preferred to talk of quality, because I don't find quality we should be conventional one, or we should be per good standard of practice, or per, you can say, industrial practice. If I don't find that quality means, irrespective of definition, some you can say quality systems are automatically understood. For example, you drink water. Water is consumable, of course, but there are certain contents that it should have, and that is responsibility or heavy profile responsibility. They accept only ordinary work because they fail to develop them. You feel normal, you feel healthy, you have good food, you have good mind, and you work accordingly. Work always gives happiness, remember. I have one principle in mind always, that work is always such a tool, such a factory, such a feeling that you always feel happy. And if you don't feel happy using work or doing work, in that case I can say you have some problem. How many hours do you work a day? It doesn't matter. How many hours do you work using your mind and your body and your concentration, and how many hours do you enjoy? That is important. Enjoy means not entertainment. Work is also entertainment. My thinking is different. If I work by heart. If I work using mind, I work using body, and I work using positive approach, that this is my destiny. If I use that this way, I can never feel boredom. I can never feel strain and stress. Stress which is a physical unit, stress and strain which are physical unit, means these are measurable unit, and that is body also. It applies to body also. Some people say, oh, I have done so much, I am stressed, or I say they are not stressed, they are strained. One is strained, but I don't understand why are they strained. When you work, it's like that. When you feel happy, I link happiness to work. If my work is my worship, as we say, work is worship, actually work is worship. There is no worship, no other worship in universe. Work is worship. We can refer ourselves to God's work. God doesn't come to you and work. God works because God knows what is best for you and everyone. So when you work, you should feel that you are doing something for everybody. Of course, you are doing for yourself, but you are doing for world. Even if you have to do hard work, you have to do so-called smart work, you have to do his health impacting work. Whatever you do is after all for advancement, it's for development, and work can never give you, of course, it can give anxiety, it can give something when you learn, when you do not know anything and you learn by job training or by some other means. It may be exciting moment for you, but that moment is just remains exciting only at that time. But once you pick up everything you learn and you experience, that becomes habit. You don't get anxiety and you move forward. So when you work or whoever works, I think it should bring happiness to you. And if you are not happy, again you complain, I have this stress and strain, I would say that work doesn't suit you. You are just by compulsion there because of employment reason or some other reason. This means that work is not suitable for you and you are not also suitable for that work. You are not competent for that work, I should simply say. You are not competent for it. You tell me, when your body works, you respire, your blood pressure works, you can say you drink water and you feel happy, you take food. If you don't feel happy in your body, this means there is something wrong somewhere in your body, maybe which you can't identify, but it exists there. And that is very, very significant viewpoint that everybody has to consider of body. Body and work both are same, body and soul both are same, because if body exists, it is because of work of soul and success of soul. Soul is of course invisible, but it is felt, it is known, we can't define it, we can't measure in terms of engineering, we can't feel it in terms of medical, but it exists. It is a secret for everybody, and not only for every human, it's for everybody, I say. When I say everybody, means it includes birds, it includes animals, it includes all other creatures, all other creatures. So we should understand that way. It's not spirituality I'm talking a physical world, mundane world, physical science, physics, chemistry, biology, engineering, all those sciences tell jointly what I'm talking, and I extract this information from that hypothecation. Nobody taught me that. I understand that by virtue of what we see in world. When I see nature, I really have highest honor for nature, because nature is not my creation, it's neither your creation, it's creation by God or by nature itself. When nature, it doesn't mean mountain or rivers, it means that power who builds everyone. This is what I say. Quality is no joke and work is no joke. If you take work as liability, then you are not right person. Of course you are paid, you have some education, you are working for someone, but you are working for you ultimately. Whoever be responsible for you, but you are working for you, and you are working for you on behalf of that person who is paying you. That is equation. And that person and you both work in that capacity for this world, or for nature, or for that power who is responsible for everyone. That power whom because we are human being, everyone is human being, we don't have that inclination that we can make ourselves temple. Of course I am temple, you are temple. you itself do worship, because you have no capacity to work. It's only that power which unsuccessful doesn't mean failure. It means there is some error. You just correct that and that's it. Science, we understand science, we are taught science, you are taught units. We are clearly advised, or we are clearly, you can say, taught or instructed that units are not primary or elementary units. These units are referred units, relative units. Relative means there's some standard unit in which relation we accept something. It's not original. We have to understand this. Time is also related, it's not original. Everywhere you can say we are all related to God, we are all related to our family, we are related to nation, we are related to whole world. So that should give you satisfaction. That's what I'm saying. If some person says I am stressed, I don't accept that person, because he's confused, not stressed. That person is confused, not nothing else. That person doesn't understand reality. That person has failed to analyze what is life. That person thinks money is life, job is life. No, money is not life. Yes, these are resources, you can say, supporting resources. Money is supporting resource, job is supporting resource, your profession is supporting resource, your business is supporting resource, but it's not life. You cannot define life by saying this is engineering, it's my life. This is medical, it's my life. Yeah, it's a part of life, but it's not life itself. Profession, your business, your family, everything is part of your life. But these are not permanent, these are only ad hoc basis. So if I am stressed, I am wrong to say that. I am not stressed. Yes, I'm tired. I can agree with that. We are physically tired, and see those people who work in fields, our, you can say, construction personnel or workers, they do heavy job, many hours a day. If they complain this, I think it can be said, yes, they are physically tired. So if they are tired, they take some rest, and that energy which forced them to be called tired, that energy is dissipated, and once it is dissipated, you are normal. And when you use work of mind and you say I'm very much stressed, what I say, migraine, no, you should not get that. It should not be from work. You can't say it's from work. If really you are happy with work, which you should feel happy, and if you don't feel happy, then you cannot work. Again, I am saying, whatever work one does, one should feel happy. One should feel advancing, because after all, it's your destiny that you're working, and nobody says it. And if you consider work your friend, your guide, your everyone, well, I think you will have good relation to work. It's how to take it. Maybe you don't like that work. That is due to some other aim you had, but you have now adopted that. So you should treat moderation, or you can say, oh, it's heavy, it's not for me, it's not for someone else. Remember, whatever work comes to you, it's for you. You can't say it's not for me. If planning is very big. God's quality system is very, very vast. You can't even. If you say you do that, doesn't matter, because maybe God gave you that responsibility to say, go into depth. I always say, if you want to understand something, you have to understand. Always I stress on analysis. Analysis means, you know what is analysis. I think there's no meaning, there's no requirement to define. When you do not understand something, baby plays with toy, baby wants to know what is this toy, so baby enjoys that game with toy. Proposal, you weigh yourself, nobody comes to tell you what you have to select. You know, this is our style, we select like this is our society. Means whatever criteria, whatever points you decide you should check, you check without telling somebody. And you know that everybody does it, there is no education requirement on that. And that's also analysis. Means can't say it's not analysis in reality are very, very significant point, or it's a process. And when you analyze, believe me, you are an intelligent person that time when you conduct analysis and then further analysis, and one day you become analysis experts, particularly called social engineering, they sometimes call health engineering, they sometimes call this engineering and that engineering. That is a kind of, affection we use this word. The word engineering has different meaning entirely. It says intelligent mind, intelligent work. Genius person, a person who is genius. Genius means practically genius. That person can think of intensively, called, you can say, thinker. And there can be thinker degrees in that. There can be, when many layers of thinking. And those thinking, that is, you may say a verb, you may call it, you may call whatever, but that thinking is used, and there is no limit, there is no limit at all, that you cannot think beyond this. That you get that work done. Scientists, engineers, professors, others, they're all different people. Some are hypothetical, some are immersible in investigation work, some are dynamic and professionals and practical. They all are different. Thinking is, you can say, a kind of currency which can be used everywhere. It's not only international currency, it is universal currency. Even after that, maybe you think, nobody knows. How can I say? I can say only that soul is very significant part of life. If you can use your soul, you can do a lot. Engineering says applications must be done, must be affected. Which application? That is the point here. Which application I am talking? I am talking all applications, not application page or application paper I am talking effects. It may be in format, or it can be ordinary paper. You only say yes. Is very important discipline, very important engineering or non-engineering. Whatever work we do for results is actually engineering, nothing else. It's use of mind only. Use of mind when you do design. And engineering demands everything, because once you are immersed in engineering, it's the different world. And that containment is very important. Soul is such a containment. You can say it's such a tank. It's such a silo, or such a tank in which there is no limit how much you can store. It's immense store. Soul is immense. I can say that is bad engineering. because you did not respect what's required. Well, reliability applies to everyone. It applies to individual, it applies to organizations, it applies to materials, it applies to human, and whatever it is, it applies to that. So we have to understand this point application. With reliability, I mean to say reliability says it should be safe, it should be useful, it should be serviceable, and it should be important one for durability and also safety. But I was not able to move further due to whatever reason. I was talking of compressed gas, talking of that one, compressed gas, and that gas is really, it is procedure applies to all works involving compressed gas in cylinder on construction sites. Purpose of this procedure or statement is to ensure that those responsible for handling and use of compressed gas in cylinders